Hello and welcome to Happy Handicrafts. My name is Joanna and today we're going to be making a triangular catch-all. This is the third model from the second year from the book Paper Sloyd for Primary Grades by Ednah Anne Rich. Now before we get started, would you do me a favor and click the subscribe button? I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Now let's get started. The materials we're going to need for this project are first the book, Paper Sloyd for Primary Grades by Ednah Anne Rich. We use this a lot for the diagrams as well as the instructions. You're also going to need a cutting mat, an X-Acto knife, a pencil, a ruler, a hole punch, some yarn or string or ribbon, and a good quality cardstock. Now the first thing we're going to do is cut out an 8" by 8" square. So we're going to measure in at the top left at 8 inches and we're going to draw a dot. Partially down the paper we're going to measure in again 8 inches and we're going to draw another dot. Now using our ruler, we're going to connect those two dots. Our next step is to measure down from the top left 8 inches. We're going to draw our dot. Then we'll move the ruler over to the right side and we'll measure down from the top another 8 inches and draw a dot. We'll now use our ruler to connect those two dots. You'll find it's very important to hold the ruler in the middle so that it doesn't move while drawing your line. Now using your X-Acto knife on the cutting mat, you're going to cut out your square. Watch out for your fingers. We've recently found, through practice and study, that using the X-Acto knife without a ruler is actually much better. It teaches a little more self-control, and it's also a lot safer than using a ruler. It does take practice. So we're working on that. And there's our 8" by 8" square. So the first thing we're going to do with our square is we're going to measure in from the top 4 inches. We're going to draw a dot, and then we're going to measure in 4 inches on the bottom as well. And we'll draw a dot. And now we'll connect those two dots with a line. Now the instructions for this next part were a little confusing, so I hope we got it right. It says to place the end of the ruler in the lower left corner and allowing the 8-inch mark of the ruler to fall on the vertical line. And there you'll place a dot. Once you place the dot, you're going to join the dot and the lower left corner. You'll do the same, drawing a line from the dot to the lower right corner. Now we're going to measure on these 2 lines that we just drew and place the dot at the 4-inch mark. We'll do this on both lines we just drew. As you can see, Clark is working carefully at staying accurate. This is a wonderful skill to develop. Now from the 4-inch mark, you're going to draw a line to the far corner, to the opposite corner. So from the 4-inch mark to the opposite corner of the triangle. You're going to do that on both sides. This next step is optional, but we're just drawing lines along the fold lines that are seen in the diagram in the book. You don't have to do this, but we're just doing it for the sake of accuracy. Next, using our X-Acto knife and cutting mat, once again, we are going to cut out the triangle. We found it easiest to turn the paper whichever way suits us so that we can cut towards us. We're next going to fold each of the 3 corners into the center point on the opposite side. And we'll crease the folds well. Once you fold the corner and crease it, you can open it back up again. Now you're going to fold each of the corners to the center of the crease line. Reinforce the fold, and then you're going to fold it backwards, just like you see Clark doing here. You're going to do that for each of the 3 corners. Now we're going to mark where we're going to place our holes. There will be 6 of them. That's an optional step as well. And then you will hole punch in each of the marked spots. And now you're going to cut 3 strings. We're using yarn. They don't need to be very long, just enough to tie a bow. And then you're going to fold your triangular catch-all and thread the yarn through your holes in each corner. Tie a nice little bow to secure each corner. I think a small crochet hook might have helped here to pull the yarn through the holes. You can also use any sort of string or ribbon to tie these corners. You could even alternatively use tape. Once we're done tying all the bows, we cleaned it up a little bit And there is our triangular catch-all. You could use this for anything small. Clark decided to use his for his stitch holders because those little things get everywhere. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little project. If you did, would you please leave a like, comment, or share our video, and we'll see you in the next one.